Yep, feels like a fish. I think it is. Fish on. Fish on. Boy, that was not, didn't take that long at all. Sure feels like one anyway. Yep, it's a fish. It's a little dink, but hey, they are a fighter. Okay. All right. Not bad, not bad. Well, hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to my channel, Arizona Outdoors. I'm not even out here 5 minutes and I caught my first dink already. It's not a bad evening starting out so far. Everyone, thank you for joining the channel this evening. I do appreciate that. Let's get it over here to the truck so I can get him free and get him back out in the water. It's a good way to get the skunk off already. That's what I'm talking about. Folks, if this is your first time joining my channel, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. That way you don't miss any opportunity to catch whatever I may be putting out. Come on, let go. Let go. Give me just a second here, folks, while I get this hook out of his mouth. Come on. Not bad. I just got to be able to. He did swallow it, but I'm doing my best to get it out. All right, hang on. Hang on there, buddy. I'm trying. See where this thing is. Ah, okay. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. There you go. Not bad for the first one this evening, huh? All right, let me get this out in the water real quick. Put him out there, and I'll be right back, folks. Thank you for the fight, little guy. Appreciate it. Excellent. There he goes. Excellent. Folks, good evening. It's a pleasure being with you guys tonight. Josie, how are you? Thank you for joining the channel this evening. I know, it's not even 5 minutes out. I think I got it casted out, got the pole set down there, and put the bell on. Bam, it hit. William, how are you? Thanks for joining the channel tonight. Appreciate it. Hey, Bridget, thanks for joining the channel this evening. Much appreciated. Indeed. Here, let me go back a little bit and see where where a minute. Okay. Jody, I got you. Hi there. How's it going? It's going pretty well. Thank you for asking, Joseph. Bridget, send it. I'm going to close out and come back. I won't let me. Okay, no problem. Go ahead and close on out and go ahead and tune back in, Josie. Not a problem. I appreciate you letting me know. Wild Bill, how are you this evening, my friend? Thanks for joining tonight. Already not even 5 minutes in. I already got it. William, I am actually at the Colorado River. Colorado River. Well, thank you, Bridget. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, now I can say, okay, hang on. Okay, now it says already thumbs up. YouTube is on, YouTube's on drugs. Really? Are you having issues? Because I know it does it to me sometimes too. Heck yeah, he's got the first star. Nice. Thank you so much. Skylar, thank you for joining. How are you? Thanks for joining the channel. Indeed, Wild Bill, tight lines for sure. I got a little late start this evening. As you guys, I think out here where I'm at, even though we're still pretty warm out here right now, I mean, literally, it's warm right now, probably about 103, 104 maybe. But I noticed that the sun is not out as long as it is. So I know that we are changing seasons coming up. So that's what I'm going with it on that. Indeed, not too far from it at all, actually. Not too far. You got that correct, William. Not that far at all. Folks, how is everyone this evening? How was your day today? Everything went well, I hope? All right. Appreciate that. I got 16 viewers and eight likes. Folks, can I get people to start hitting that thumbs up for me? Because that really does help the algorithm. I do appreciate it. I know I don't mean to harp on it, but it really does push the channel out. I promise. For those of you that do that all the time for me, I really appreciate it. Couldn't do it without you. Give me a second here to get this next hook set up. Hey, not a problem. Well, Bill, William, I totally get it. No stress, my man. No stress. See, weekend did get floor. Oh, beautiful. My William, you're gonna love that fluorocarbon. That is an amazing line. That is an amazing line. Here, folks, let's get this next poll put out there. Folks, everybody can hear me okay, right? I know I keep asking out on every live, but sometimes technical difficulties can happen, and I want to make sure that I give you guys the best quality content and video or film that I can. Himalay, thanks for joining. Appreciate you coming on out tonight. My friend, I don't think I've ever heard of a pickerel rig. I don't think I've ever heard of that. You may have to educate me on that one. I know there's a certain way that I do my rigs and it works, but yeah, you might have to educate me on that one. Almost forgot where my pole holder was. That's good. All right. All right. Okay, I've got one already out there. Whew, it's warm. All right, let's go get that next pole set up. Huh? I got the line set up, got the bell on it. So if it goes off, I'll be able to hear it. It looks like the river is flowing pretty good tonight. Um, that's just really impressive. 5 minutes into setting the line out there, it already hit. Anybody get any fishing done today? Oh, no kidding. So it's two hooks on one line. Wow. Okay. Thank you for sharing that with me, Bill. Or William, I appreciate that. Oh, they use it for walleye. Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. I learned something new. Folks, I will tell you, I tend to get into a rhythm or a routine where if it works, I don't really much change it, but I got to learn to change up things, to experiment. My wife and I, we were talking about it, and she says, you need to start trying different things and see how it works. And you know what? She's right. She's definitely right on that. So I've got to try that. Make it a little bit more challenging, right? Josie, I see that you're getting ready for your. Oh, hang on. Got something on the line. Hang on. I hear it moving. Hear it moving. Give it a second. Let's see what it does, huh? Let's see what we got on the line. I'll give it a second to do its thing. As I was saying earlier, Josie, I see that you're getting ready for your deer season, for your archery deer season. Nice. Pretty exciting, huh? The river looks like it's up tonight, about 3 or 4 units. Every so often I can see the pole do a little bit of a bend. That way I can tell it's probably the wave of the current taking it down that direction. I seriously got to tell you though, I was not too sure initially when I first tried. Whoa, getting a bite. When I first tried the 3/0 offset rig, the hook from Gamakatsu, I got to tell you, I'm highly impressed with it. I really am. Yep, I can feel it taking the bites. Folks, I want to say thank you so much to everyone who had subscribed to my channel since the beginning of its creation. It really means a lot. I've actually reached 311 subscribers. I'm so excited about it. I'm pushing for a goal now, and I know that it can happen. I'm pushing for a goal of 400 now. So do me a favor. If you're new to my channel, please, please, please hit that subscribe button and hit the notification and the like bell and comment on every video that you see, even the lives, because it really does help tremendously with the algorithm with YouTube. That's what they're looking at. They're looking for it to see activity and how many times it's been watched and shared. That's the only way that they'll willingly push my content out. And I will continue to do the best that I can to make the best content for you guys to keep you entertained and excited about fishing. Because I know I definitely get excited about it. Come on. I know you want it. So I recently had bought a brand new rod and reel combo set from Shakespeare. It is a 4.5 foot light to medium action. Come on, take it. I see you bending it. And I want to, come on. I want to learn how to start jig fishing and learning the way to finesse. So that will be coming up in some future videos. I promise. Come on. I can feel you hitting it. Got one Bay Squatch. Thank you. Hi, Bay Squatch. How are you? Thanks for joining the channel. Oh, they are indeed fun. They indeed are fun. You know, the thing I've noticed is that the baby ones tend to fight a lot more aggressively than some of the bigger ones. The bigger ones, when they hit hard, and they are fun to rule in. But when you're doing the baby size ones, yeah, it's like fighting a bass. I mean, it's just amazing. Barbie, how are you? Thanks for joining tonight. Thank you, Bay Squatch. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. It means a lot. All right, we're going to go ahead and set this one back in the pole and let it do its thing. We'll check it in a little bit. I've got another pole that I want to get set up and get out there. Boy, the last video that kept me entertained for a second or two because it seemed like every pole that whoa, see, I'm getting a bite already. Okay. You can just feel that pole going ding, 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 ding. Come on. Yeah, I can feel it. I'm just waiting for that big hit. The anchovies are still frozen, so I still have a feeling they are piecing it bite by bite per se. That's why I think they're taking so long to do the big grab. If it was a bigger species of striper, I guarantee it would have probably taken that hook, line, and everything right then and there. But it's all good still. They fight great. I love it. Come on. Ah, don't know if I got him. Yep, I think I got him. Fish on, I think. Now let me be patient for a second. I want to make sure. Now, I've thrown farther out into the river because I put two 3/8 ounce weights on it with a bead in between the two weights and a bead between the weight and the actual treble so I don't damage the line or the treble. I'm sorry, not the treble, but the, oh gosh, I'm drawing a blank here. Hello. Oh gosh, I am literally drawing a blank on what it is. Yep, I think he's on. He's on. Fish is on. Well, he felt like it. Yep, he's on. He's on. All right, just want to make sure. Um, oh my gosh, I can't remember what they call him. Oh, it's embarrassing. All right, number two. Number two. All right, let's get this little guy off and put him back in the water. I don't know why I keep wanting to call it a treble. It's not a treble. Oh boy. All right, little guy. Hang on. Let's get this out of the way real quick. This is why they fight so much. They are just so spontaneous. Come on. Come on. It's these little ones, but man, they fight hard. They fight really, really hard. Hang on a second here, little guy. Yeah, he chomped down on that hook pretty good. Come on. Release. Hmm. Come on. Release. There we go. There we go. Well, he just put that one through and through. He did a double penetration on that thing. Jeez. Sorry about that little guy, but you took it all. Okay, he's off. Very good. Try to be patient and gentle with it because I don't want to hurt him. Number two for sure. Let's get him out in the water. Very good. All right. Fighter, fighter, fighter. Very good. All right. Let's get this other one baited up real quick since we already have it almost done. And then we'll redo this one. For the life of me, I cannot remember what these things are called, and I use them all the time. Ah, the trouble is the hook. Well, thank you, Josie. I appreciate that. Swivel. Thank you so much. William, I appreciate that. I was drawing a blank. It seems like I'm having senior moments more and more. Yeah. So anyway, I do that. This one I didn't do the actual beat in between the two, as you can see. But on the other one I did, and I'll show you that when I get it up and running. This one I just basically left the two types of weights on it with the bead connected to the swivel. Boy, that's an embarrassing moment. Oh well, hey, the good, the bad, the ugly. Oops, you get it all. All right, so let's get this one baited up and get it out there in the water. All righty. You know, it was good thing I didn't go out last night because we had one heck of a monsoon type storm that came through. And if you guys are familiar with how the weather patterns are out here in Arizona during monsoon season, well, we're coming up upon that next month. But we had a storm that came through almost like a quick cell that came through our area really rapid last night. And it was lightning and thundering everywhere. Connor, how are you? Thanks for joining the channel tonight. I appreciate that. And yeah, it was one heck. We lost power for about an hour and a half or so, a widespread area of power loss. So thank goodness it went back on because it was warm last night. We were still probably about 104 at 2 o'clock this morning. So it still stayed pretty warm. So yes, it was crazy, no doubt. Now, not too far from where we live, because of Lake Mojave being out by where we live, there's an area out there called Catherine's Landing. And they did sustain some sustainable amount of damage out there. Some boats were actually out there, and I saw pictures today on social media. There were boats that were flipped. There was one pontoon that was even flipped upside down. And thank goodness nobody was hurt. But man, talk about the devastation that these storm cells can cause that we have out here. No doubt. Okay, that was a nice cast all the way out in the center. All the way out in the center. All right, let's get this bell put on there. Now I can literally see, sorry about that, folks. I can literally see the pole due to the current. If you can see it potentially, you can sometimes see that the pole will move due to the current. Yeah, so it's one of those issues where I kind of have to be careful on that because the fact is that, oh, see, there I go. It might be a fish. You never know. One never knows with this. Oh, yeah, it's a fish. It's got to be. Yep, it's a fish. Nothing pulls that hard that many times. So it is definitely a fish. Whoop, yep, it's a fish. I can feel it. Come on. He's toying with it. He is definitely toying with it. Come on. Man, I tell you, I think these fish are hungry tonight. I really do. I think they're super hungry. Oh, thank you guys. I appreciate that. I really do. Yep. He's toying with it. I can feel him nibbling. I did get kind of a late start to ease this evening for sure, and I do apologize for that. Um, Gonna stay out here as long as I can, and that time will permit. Okay, come on now. I feel you nibbling. Just take that big bite. I would imagine right now the humidity out here is about 20%. It's really sticky. We do have moisture in the air because around me, like in the Kingman area, Seligman area for sure, maybe even the town of Golden Valley, which is about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour away from me, they are heavy cloud cover. Probably even got some precipitation today. Come on. You know you want it. Oh, ah. All right. Maybe just a wee bit too soon on that one. Maybe just a wee bit too soon. Nope. Ah. Did he take it? He bent that rod. All right. Come on, buddy. You know you want some of that fresh frozen anchovy. Who would ever think that you could actually put anchovies on a pizza and it tastes pretty good and still fish with it? That's funny. This is like hot dogs, chicken. It amazes me what fish. Oh, he's on there. Very good. He's on there. Oh, yeah. Very good. He might be a little guy, but he hit pretty good. Look like I got a little bit of vegetables coming up with it. Yep, he's a little guy, but I'm telling you, man, these guys, they fight ferociously. Man, for pound, or ounce per ounce, these guys are a contender for sure. No doubt. No doubt. They have deserve all the credit that they do get for being little fighters that they are. All right, hang on there, little guy. Let's get you pulled out on the line here so I can give you some space to. There we go. Hang on. You got it. You got it. It is all good. All right. Okay. You're going to get it. We're going to get you off there, my guy. Hang tight for a second. All right, buddy? I'm going to get you off there. You have my promise on that. Hang on. Well, hang on. Hang on. I'm trying to help you here. Hang on. I don't want to hurt you either. Just be patient. Yeah, please don't stick me with those dorsal pins. They hurt. Look at that. Easy extraction, the way I like it. Look at that. Not a bad little guy, huh? Indeed. Let's get him back out in the water real quick. All right, buddy. Thanks for the fight. Hey, do me a favor. Tell your bigger relatives to come on out and eat. There you go. Good job. Fish on, little guy. Let's get caught up with the comments here a little bit. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't want to be rude and not comment. Let's see here. Appreciate that, Wham, for trying to promote the like button. Much appreciated. I will tell you, William, I'm kind of reading back on the comments from earlier. Last night was difficult. I definitely tried so hard to keep both of them set up at the same time. Yeah, that's right. Here, fishy, fishy. Just take the bait. Michael, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate that. I just got your notification. Thank you so much. No anchovies on the pizza, only bait, but I'll put pineapple. Hey, it's okay, my friend. We don't judge on this channel. It's whatever gets it done and however we have fun. I have a little spot at the Virgin River in St. George that has chub, bass, sunfish, black and yellow bullhead catfish. Really? Wow. That's kind of awesome, Connor. Seriously, that's kind of awesome. Oh, you're judging the pineapple bay? Hey, you know what? I've eaten both, and my problem is I like food, so I don't judge any of it. As you can tell, I have what we call a little bit of a weight problem here, so I like to eat. The thing with me is I will go all day without eating because I get so busy and everything that I'm doing stuff that I literally will not eat sometimes. No, it's not the healthiest, but boy, when I get home, I just scarf. Really? So you're catching all that out of a river that has basically nothing in it at times. My friend, that's really impressive. That seriously is impressive. All right. Let's give it some more on there. I smell our friendly skunks hanging out. I can smell them every so often. They must be playing in the area around here. Did anybody do anything fun and exciting this weekend? If you fished, I already know it's exciting. Am I going to get some lights set up? Is that question to me, Bay? Hello. What do we got going on here? Oh yeah, you guys do them too? Yeah, out here I have to set up lights because it's it gets pretty dark out here. Sadly enough, I've had some videos that I wished I would have had better lighting on it, and I'll tell you why. They were freaking phenomenal content, and unfortunately, because I didn't have enough lighting on it, it kind of didn't do the video justice. You know, I always tell the watchers and viewers that if you're willing to sit through periods of darkness on the actual one video that I have, I mean, you will get rewarded with the way the content came out. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough lighting, and it made it for a really bad video throughout somewhat. So if I had a way to lighten that up, I would have automatically done it, but unfortunately I don't. But yeah, it was a great video. But then again, I have some really other good videos that came out really nice where I got one where I got stuck right here on the beach area where are the bank area. my pickup got stuck right here. I had to call my son to come get me out. So that was another good video. All right, let's get this thrown out. That was a decent cast. I felt good about that one. Now the funny thing is on this one here is I have to really keep an eye on it because it makes me wonder, is it the current that's hitting the belt or am I actually getting hits? You know? So get caught up here for a minute. Excellent. Oh, thank you. 14 views and 14 likes. I appreciate that, guys. All right, let's get back to the truck real quick so I can get that secondary pole set up. If I hear the bell, we'll run back to it. So every so often I can see that I have to double check my comments to make sure that things are coming through because sometimes it tends to freeze up. And if I'm not answering you, I promise I will as soon as I can. It's just sometimes the comments don't come up right away. So I'm not ignoring you, I promise. Ow, 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 that's my finger. Oh, guys, I think I got a bite. That hit a lot more than normal. That one did hit a lot more than normal. We'll see what it does. Pole's moving a little bit. Yeah, I'm getting hits. I'm getting hits. All right. See where this goes, huh? Sometime next week, I believe I will be going on. Yep, I'm getting hit. I will be taking a vacation. There's an area that I would love to go check out up north from here. They've been known to pull out some really monster-sized striper. It's going to be an area about maybe an hour and a half north of where I'm at right now. And I want to go out there and cast a line or two out there to see what it's all about. I've seen videos of the place. People are definitely catching really good sized striper out of there. Trout too, but mostly striper. They do load every Thursday. They do stock trout up in that area. So the striper are having a field fest on Thursday for sure. Come on. I'm waiting for that big hit. It's so tempting to just want to yank back on it. Ah, that one was a good one. Hopefully, I think it may have been premature though. But yeah, I definitely want to go up there and take a visit up there. You got it, Willow Beach. You got it, my friend. Whoa, whoa. All right, come on. Yeah, William, you know that area then. You definitely know that area. About a year or two ago, we did take a ride up to Willow Beach from Lake Mojave, and we were on my son's pontoon boat, and it was a beautiful ride, but man, it took forever to get there. Come on. On, fish is on. There we go. Well, it sure felt like it. Whoa, getting some big winds out here. Whoop, there goes one light. I don't think I have a storm moving in. Again, you never know. Yeah. All right, let's get that light up. Oh, I think I got a fish on. Yep, I do. Boy, that was a big gust of wind that just came out. I think I got a fish on. It sure feels like it. Maybe not. No, it sure felt like it though. Yeah, that was a major gust of wind that just came out. I'm looking back here in the sky. I don't see any clouds in the air, but it doesn't necessarily mean anything. Around here, we can get some pretty good gusts of winds. Oh, hey, Connor, welcome back. Don't worry about it, my friend. I'm glad you're back. Yeah, 20% of chance of rain, it says, but you know how it is out here, William. All right, let's take this one back out again. Yeah, that wind just kicked up like crazy. Seriously? I've got another light that fell. That wind sure is blowing. I don't know, the wind keeps coming up harder and harder. Man, they happened to call it an early night. It literally just came out of nowhere. All right, we'll set that one there. Get this light picked up. All right, we'll put this on here so we can hear it. Well, something's hitting that pole big time. Come on, take it. Not seeing any clouds in the sky. Come on, hit it hard. Man, it got windy out here. Jeez. All right, let's bring this one in. We're going to go ahead and redo this line. And there goes that light. All right, not a problem. Let's get this light kicked up. All right, let's get back to the truck and we'll get these poles situated. Don't know if you can hear the wind or not, but it's blowing pretty good. Sometimes we'll get them out here like that. You might be able to see the tree over here moving around pretty good. All right, let's get this one set up. No, you're right, Connor. I am a left-handed fisherman. D Hall, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining tonight. Fishing's good. I think we're at 2 right now. The wind started picking up pretty good out here, though. All right, let's get this one back out in the water. That was a good cast. That went far. That went far indeed. That felt like it went right out into the middle of the river. So what I might do tonight is to keep it simple. Is I may just end up just doing one pole for right now. Because if the wind doesn't subside and it gets crazy out here like I think it might, I want to be able to make a quick getaway. It is not uncommon for the winds to become real bad out here. Not uncommon at all. But we will fish. We will continue to fish. Oh, something's hitting the pole. I heard it. Something did hit that pole. Come on. Folks, I want to say thank you again for joining me this evening on a Sunday evening. We're here live at the Colorado River doing some striper fishing. Seems like the winds have kind of died down a little bit, which I'm happy about. Make sure I didn't miss anybody's comments. Last couple times I've had the phone just kind of freeze on me where comments came in all at one time. So do me a favor, leave a comment below and let me know whether you think wind has any negative effects or positive effects on fishing. I think it go both ways. I'm just curious to see what your thoughts are on it. And for those of you who may not watch the live tonight, but you're watching it at a later time, leave a comment in the comment section. That way I can get your feedback on that. And I'll definitely respond back. I think there's some pros to it, and I believe there could even be some cons to it. Checking the messages to make sure nobody else may have left something or hot refreshes. Well, let's see here. Casting against the wind or with it is going to get, yeah, that could be a benefit indeed. It can definitely take your line out farther. I agree with that one. Okay, it's about that time where the biting, I think, starts to slow down because it was hitting good for a minute, and about 9 o'clock or so is when it starts tapering off a little bit. It's not 100% always that way, but it can. The norm seems to be that way every time that I've been out here. All right, I'll set that one up down there. I'll give it about 5 more minutes and then I'll check it because sometimes it does its thing and then sometimes it's got to go periods of time where it doesn't do anything. And at that point, I want to definitely check it. Besides, it gives me an opportunity to sit a spell with you guys and conversate. Get a little bit of cold drink water here. All right. I think I'll bring my blue chair over here. Appreciate y'all joining me this evening. Is there anybody here brand new to my channel that's on? Do me a favor, give me a thumbs up so I know you're here. Hey, Himalayan, how are you? My favorite fish to eat? Um, Honestly, I think my favorite fish that I've eaten, I've had cod before. Cod's really good. But if we're talking, I mean, fresh from literally stream to clean to cook and eat, it will definitely be trout. It'll definitely be trout. We caught some trout years ago on a camping trip that we were all on. Kung Pao Chicken, how are you? Welcome to the channel this evening. Glad to have you on board. Oh, I have. Thank you. I appreciate that. I've already caught 4, but thank you so much. I appreciate that. If you're new to my channel, do me a favor, Kung Pao Chickens, hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to reach a goal of 400 subscribers, and I'd like you to be part of the family if you would. I appreciate that. And make sure you hit that like button and notification bell. That way you don't miss any of my content. Yeah, I think by far, yeah, trout is amazing. Oh, it's amazing. I mean, nothing tastes better than fresh trout when you cook it in butter, garlic, lemon, and like maybe parsley or whatever the case may be over an open fire. Oh, it's amazing stuff. I mean, the meat just literally falls off the bone. It's so amazing. I mean, you couldn't get no fresher than it. It literally came from the brook, cleaned, cooked, and in our belly. Yeah, it's definitely worth it. If you get an opportunity, you got to try it. I will tell you, William, I haven't had the opportunity to even cook it yet. What I do is I fillet them out and I clean them out and dry them out real good, and then I put them in freezer bags and I date them. And I need to come up with recipes. So far, I've heard the best way to cook trout. I'm sorry, striper is to deep fry with bread, like breaded, which I'm not opposed to. But yeah, I'm right there with you. So as soon as I know, you'll definitely know. Thought my pole was bending for a second. Didn't hear it though. Oh yeah, MLA. They trout is amazing. Um, I've got I've got a few fillets of striper in my freezer. I think my next day off, I'm gonna have to do some research. Go on YouTube, as I like to go on YouTube University to learn about anything and everything and how to do something. I want to find out what the best kind of striper recipe is. Um, I understand that striper is really good in fresh ceviche, which I love. I'm a huge fan of fish ceviche. Um, Maybe grill with some butter, some garlic and lemon. some salt and pepper, and things like that. Oh, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. So Cornman said that's the best way to do it, huh? Okay. Well, then I might have to try that. Indeed. Kung Pao Chicken, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Appreciate your support. And do me a favor, if you get a chance, share the channel with your friends who like fishing and want to get into it. We are one big happy family on this channel. You have my word on that one. Appreciate that. Stay tuned. Absolutely. Yeah. Hey, William, thanks for letting me know about that. So, Cornman, that's how he cooks his here. Let me get a screenshot of that so I don't miss that. Done. Got it. Because that way I could try it out. Give it about 2 more minutes before I check that line. Um, Now I'm wondering, how would it taste grilled? I wonder. I don't know. That's a good question. I could either grill it on the grill, or I can actually use the Blackstone griddle. I don't know yet. I think the possibilities might be endless per se, but it's got to be good no matter what. That's what I'm thinking. I guess the bones literally, when you fillet them out, they're literally become. I won't say it's boneless, but there's hardly any in there from what I've seen. I mean, after I filleted mine out, I've actually ran my fingers across the meat section of it where the bone structures normally would be, and I've hardly felt nothing at all. So I have a feeling it might be a good fillet without all them bones. Trout can be very bony. It can definitely be very bony, but again, just be careful with it. Bass is another one that's really good to eat. I've had that. Catfish is actually really good to eat. Um, but again, bass could even be pretty bony too. Oh, hey, Barbie, absolutely. Fish tacos with some crema sauce and a cold barley pop. That's what I'm talking about. Mm-mm-mm. Fish tacos with some cilantro salsa and a cold barley pop. Indeed. You're making me hungry. All right, let me check this line. Let me check this poll real quick, guys. Looks like the wind may have died down, but I still want to make sure if I do pull another pole out, because around here, if the wind kicks up, yeah, the question is, will I have enough time to get out of here? Because it gets pretty breezy out here at the Colorado area by the river. We got some vegetables. Yep, got a whole lot of vegetables. That I did indeed. Not the kind you want to make a salad with either. There's a lot of vegetation growth at the bottom of this river for sure. Another area that I get a lot of that growth out is, look, it definitely got vegetables. Um, is the dam area where I fish at. There's a lot of vegetation out there also. Just, I guess it just comes with it. Oh, here comes the wind again. Oh, well, there goes everything. Chair in the water. Hang on, let me. Tell it's knocking all my stuff over. All right, I may have to get some of this stuff picked up, get it close to the truck, or at least in it. I think during a certain time of the night, it actually starts getting real hectic out here with the wind on certain times of the year. So I'm not going to close up shop, but I want to make sure I get most of my stuff picked up in the event that I have to get out of here in a hurry. So I'll leave one pole holder in and some lights, and we'll put everything else in the back of the pickup in case we have to bounce. Talk about live action. You don't get no liver than this, folks. All right, let's get these lights picked back up. There we go. We're going to play this one by ear real quick. I'm going to take a few moments just to see if this wind dies down, because it's getting pretty gusty out here. I might bring some of the stuff in a little bit and just leave the minimum out there because, like I said, it's getting pretty windy out here. Whew. Well, William, I appreciate that. Thanks for joining the channel tonight, my friend. It means a lot to me. Appreciate your support and your time that you spend out here with us. Get some rest, my good friend. This wind doesn't die down, I may end up having to call it a night anyway. Because it seems like the wind don't want to play fair. One thing I've learned about this weather out here, that it can be hit and miss out here, because one moment it could be nice and comfortable, no conditions at all, nothing like that, but yet in the next second it can turn pretty bad out here as far as the wind blowing, the dust blowing, and even rain. Like I said, when we get monsoons out here, there's no warning. They just show up and happen. I'll give it a few more minutes and see what happens. If it doesn't die down, then I may have to. Hey, Jared, how are you? Thanks for joining the channel tonight. Glad you could make it, son. Just kind of waiting it out here. The winds are kicking up pretty bad out here at the river area. I've had to bring half my stuff in so it don't get blown all over the place. Oh, and Cora. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? My granddaughter's actually watching the live tonight. That's pretty awesome. Hi, Cora. Papa loves you. You watching the show? Ah, that must be yes. She gave me a bunch of hearts. I got you. Well, folks, what I might do, honestly, is I just may end up putting some of the stuff by the truck for right now, because it is getting pretty windy out here still. And I'm just going to kind of keep things on low key to see what happens, because, like I said, if it starts kicking up like it has been, or even worse, I may just have to call it an early night of fishing. It was not a bad night, though, because I got 3. So it's definitely a good night. And you know, it was even better because I had you fine YouTube viewers out here with me the whole time, which was a really nice thing. And I appreciate that. Anything tonight? Absolutely. I got 3. And then all of a sudden the wind started kicking up real bad. Give me just a second. I'm going to pull a couple of items towards the truck and I'll be right back, guys. All righty, I'm back. I appreciate each and every one of you watching the channel tonight. It means a lot to me. Thank you for your support and the time that you spent out here with me to watch. If you're brand new to my channel, please do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button and also hit that notification bell and the like button. That way you don't miss any of the content that I put out there, whether it be lives, videos, or even shorts. That way you don't miss any of them. I appreciate that. It definitely does help out with the algorithm with YouTube because they want to see a lot of action and interaction with the videos, like likes and comments and all the above. Nah, I'm not going to jump in the river tonight. It's not that hot. That must be you, son. I know my granddaughter wouldn't ask me to do that, but you would. Jared, it's really windy out here. I had to pull stuff back in. It's like it came out of nowhere. Of course, you know the weather up here has been crazy lately, especially last night. Indeed. Laugh out loud, indeed. We're just kind of hanging out for a minute to see if it calms down or not. Ooh. Yes, indeed it had. It was bad. It was bad last night. So I want to show everybody what I call a poor man's version of a pole holder. Hi, Precious. Hi, Barbie. How are you? I want to show you my version of a poor man's pole holder, okay? There was a certain type of pole holder that I used to love using that came in like in an orange tube and it had the long spike that went at the end of it. For the life of me, I cannot find them anywhere. I even tried going online, and the various types that they have online isn't what I was used to. Didn't want to chance it. So I did buy one, which I'm not going to say it was a bad pole holder. I mean, it worked well. I just, I may have hit it too hard, ended up snapping the cross membrane on it because it was tack welded. So I decided, well, let's try PVC and see how that works. So I decided to go to my local store and pick up 9-inch nails, okay, a 1 3/4 PVC 40 gauge pipe, okay, and then 2.5 inch clamps. And I just put them together and clamped it down really, really tight. I'll tell you what, this is the best thing I've ever made. I've never had an issue with it. It's never failed me yet. And it's not bad for like maybe $3 a piece versus when you buy them at the store for like 10 to 15 or even online for like 20 or 25. Again, nothing wrong with that, I promise. They're all good quality stuff if that's what you like using. But me, I had to go broke and cheap status and it worked. D-Hall, don't worry about it. I got a late start tonight, so you are fine on that. I normally like to start around 7:30 or so, but I've got some changes coming up where my scheduling, and I hope it doesn't affect the channel too much. I really don't, because I really want to get out here and do it. Unfortunately, I may not be able to get out here maybe only 3 times a week unless I can do some kind of one-on-one videos because well, thank you. I appreciate that, Angler. I really do. Some changes are coming up in my hours that I need to be at work. And unfortunately, it's putting me a little bit later in the evening. And I hope it really doesn't mess up the time. But I will promise you this. On the last night that I work, I will be out here. And the 2 days that I'm off, unless I'm preoccupied with something else going on in life, I will be out here doing great content, either at night or earlier in the morning. Not super early, because I know a lot of everybody has the ability of being up that early, unless you're on the East Coast or so. But again, folks, please do me a favor. It kind of scares me that I can't be out here like I am now, because I don't want it to jeopardize my viewers, because I really want to create great content for you guys. And it's important that I keep you guys updated. I unfortunately cannot do that yet. It'll happen in January, which I will have a ton of time to be able to produce great content and videos on a day-to-day basis. But for right now, I want to keep it real. Okay, I appreciate that. Thanks, D Hall. I want to keep it real. I want to keep you guys updated on what's going on. So my time of getting off from what I have to do at my job will be at 9 o'clock my time. And that's only on Wednesday nights I can get out here. If I still have folks that are still up at that late, I can get out here and do an hour and a half to 2 hours. Thursday and Friday, it will not be an issue. So, but again, I want to do some kind of content in between that though, just to keep the channel active and all you fine viewers engaged. Because again, you guys are important to me. I don't want to leave you guys hanging without content of something. I may entertain a thought of, we did one already, which I thought did really well, was a like a one-on-one with conversating about different topics and items and equipment. That went really well the first time that we did it. I got a lot of good reviews on it and a lot of good views. It was great and a lot of likes on it. So I also would like to maybe, um, I know a lot of people may do that, but I also would like doing maybe products that I've gotten that I want to try. And again, I won't endorse anything because if I'm using it for the first time, I don't know how it's going to work, and I won't do that to you. I will not lie to you guys about any of that stuff. If I've never used it, I'm not going to endorse it. I will not do that. Well, thank you, Dee. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I appreciate all that you and your husband do to support that with both you guys subscribing. It means a lot. Bank fishing, how are you? Thanks for joining. I did indeed get some. I got 3 tonight. I had to stop early because we had some major winds coming up out of here that are coming off of the Colorado River, and we've had some storm systems that are running in my area right now. Last night we had a pretty significant storm that hit a couple of towns surrounding me pretty hard, and it causing us to lose power at my house. Probably, if I had to say, maybe about a good 10-mile radius, that we all lost power for almost an hour and a half last night because of the storm that hit. The local lake area here, where we at by Lake Mojave here, took a pretty good hit and did some damage to some of the boats out there. So fortunately, nobody was hurt or injured. Thank God for that, but boats were damaged. So that's why I kind of had to pull away in tonight. I did catch 3 though, I promise. It was a good night. But as I was saying earlier, guys, I wanted to keep my channel honest with you. So please, be patient. I will get you the content out there because I don't want to have you guys go without. Oh, you did. You caught 3? All right. Good job. What'd you catch, my friend? Yeah, this one's not stopping. I have a feeling it might be one of these ones that's going to be going most of the night. Channel cats. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Were they good size? And what were you using for bait? Chicken livers or chicken or what was it? Hog wild stink bait? Yeah, if you guys can see the phone moving, that's how strong the winds are. Oh, you caught 3 too? Awesome. 333. 3 must be the number, indeed. Nice. Glad to hear that. I always get excited when I hear other people catch. That's what it's all about, man. Catching and sharing the experience. Bank fishing, I gotta go check out you live. I'm gonna go check it out. PA Angler, is that you don't go under bank fishing? It goes under PA Angler, or is bank fishing your YouTube name? Oh, Scotty caught 5 on your live, really? Wow, that's awesome. Wow, that's incredible. Nice, nice. Man, I can't tell you guys how excited I get when I hear people are catching fish like that. Just an awesome, awesome time. I feel like I'm drinking a lot more water tonight. It's warm out here. Nice. So as you were going live, he already had one in the net. Man, that's the best way to do it, brother. That is the best way to do it. I love it. I love it. So, bank fishing, what were you guys using for bait? If you don't mind me asking. I know there's certain things that we all say that we use, like chicken livers, gizzards, whatever the case may be, even jello flavored hot dogs and stuff like that. What was your bait of choice? Oh, really? Angler, you were using cut chicken breast, night crawlers. Wow. Okay, it's a great combination for them then. Okay, okay, yeah. Skipjack, that's a really good bait. That is a really good bait. Um, there's another YouTube follower that I've watched. I believe Cindy is her channel called Skipjack. I could be wrong. I don't want to misrepresent. Red worms. Wow. Did you doctor them up? Like use any kind of scent? Oh, okay. No, I got you. Hey, I don't think cats have any preference. Yeah, there you go. Okay, I want to make sure I got it right. Thank you for clarifying that because I didn't want to mispronounce her channel. Yeah, I watch her frequently too. She's actually kind of cool. And they do get some good sized cats out there, no doubt. They're using cut bait also. I used to use a product called Hog Wild. Comes in a can or a container, plastic container with a big lid. Boy, I'll tell you, that stuff, oof, it'll curl your nose hairs. But I'll tell you what, it works. They go for that like crack. They really go for that stuff like crack. If you're not familiar with it, look up Hog Wild. If you have a local Walmart where you live, they do sell it there. But obviously, if you can go chicken or even live, like cut bait, things like that, yeah, it's probably even better for them. I think some of my fondest memories of other than the one that I had not too long ago, there's two memories that are really fond to me of night fishing for cat. One was recent when I was out with my son out on the lake about 10 miles up. It was late in the evening, about maybe close to midnight, where I caught my very first fish of 5 years of not catching anything, it seemed like. And it was one of those times I really got discouraged, but that broke it for me, which I caught that night was almost a 6 pound cat. And I really thought that it was a striper, but no, it ended up being a catfish. And then um, not too long ago, when I caught those two catfishes over on the other side of the dam. Okay, so you just started using chicken liver because I done a video on the Paltutski's fire thread recently. Okay, I don't want to sound ignorant, but what is the fire thread? Is that some kind of is that some kind of threading that you can attach your bait to, your hook? Oh, so it must be an actual line then. Wow, okay. I've never heard of fire thread, so educate me. Oh, it's the elastic thread. Okay. Um, does it look something like this? Yeah, I call this magic thread because that's what I know it as. Is it called fire thread or is yours a different color? That stuff's amazing. I love that stuff. That was a game changer. Once I found out about that, it was a game changer. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah. Oh, it is red. Really? Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up then. I wonder if Amazon sells it. I bet they do. I got to check it out now. You got me intrigued. You got me intrigued with it. I just recently found out too, not too long ago, from a buddy of mine that they use what they call leaded line. Oh, that Walmart sells it. Because okay, I don't think all WalMarts do then. I'll check next time I go back to mine because I've never seen it at mine. I got mine on Amazon from a local fisherman told me about it here while I was fishing with one night, and that's how I found out about it. And then I went online and got it on Amazon. Now there's another product that I just recently found out about too. I guess they call it lead line or leaded line. It's fishing line, but it's heavier. I'm not sure how it works. I'm gonna have to do some research on it. I don't know whether you don't need to use weights or you still do, but not as heavy. If you guys are familiar with it, let me know because I just recently found out about it. Yeah, it's the wind's still blowing out here. I don't think it's going to subside tonight, guys and gals. I am so sorry. Indeed, it would be, angler. Absolutely, it would be very great for fast water. Even out here in the river where I'm at right now, once they start raising that water up, it starts flowing like crazy. Okay, I'll check it out. I'll check it out. Bank fishing. I'll definitely check it out. If not, I'll go to one of our local sporting goods stores that does sell a lot of fishing equipment and gear. Maybe they've heard of it, or I might even be able to find it on Amazon. It's called Fireline, right? Or Fire Thread. I'll check it out because I'm intrigued by it now. I want to know about it, see how it works. I noticed that there's a couple of stores here in the area where I live that um, their fishing section has been fire thread. Okay, appreciate that. Here, let me get a screenshot of that so I don't lose it. Okay, got it. Perfect. Um, a couple of stores, even Walmart where I live out here, because we're so close to the lake and river, that unfortunately they don't always get to keep a lot of stuff in stock. Oh, really? Okay. 200 feet for $5. All right, I'll check it out. I'll check it out. You know what? Thinking about something too. Imagine putting that on bait using a Gamakatsu red hook. Boy, that'll really trip the fish out, eh? The red color, they probably think it's blood. They're going to definitely bite it, I bet. That's not a bad idea. I bet you that's why they made that color red. It emulates blood. That's what I'm thinking anyway. I could be wrong. You never know, though. You never know. But like I was saying, the stores that we have here, they during peak seasons, it's hard to find any kind of fishing equipment or even gear for the most part because everybody's out here doing the fishing thing, which is great. I think it's a great avenue and a great resource to make some money on it and bring economics to the city. But boy, when you gotta go out and look for something, you can't find it. Oh, like man, I needed that. But it is what it is. Hey, I'd rather be paid and bought out. That tells me that people are out fishing, and that's what I like to see. When stores aren't selling something, then it kind of makes you wonder why. Any new subscribers in here tonight? Anybody who hasn't chimed in? If you're brand new to the channel, please let me know. I'd like to meet you. Tell me where you're from. What I'm going to do is, I know it's a little ways away, but I have some thoughts. Indiana, very good. Oh, that's where you're from, bank fishing, Indiana? Nice. Well, thanks for joining. I know you guys are a little bit later than we are. Appreciate you staying up and watching. It means a lot. I'm thinking about, I saw somebody do a free giveaway when they did their 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, I think I want to do that. I think it's my way of saying thank you guys so much. I appreciate your support. I saw a YouTuber who did that, and I was really impressed by that. And yeah, fact, I'll even tell you the gentleman's channel. His name was SoCal Outdoors. Amazing, amazing individual. Amazing individual. He did, when he finally hit his 1,000 subscriber mark, he did a free giveaway, a few things actually. And I think that's a great thing to do, to give back to the community who's helped support you. And I'd like to do the same. So when I hit 1,000, yeah, we're going to be doing some giveaways. Definitely to say, to show you my appreciation and thank you for all you guys' support. Got to figure out the technical stuff on how it works like that, because they had a pretty neat setup. I want to find out how he did his, and we'll go from there. And the whole time I'll be looking at stuff to see what might be worth giving out. Jacob, how are you? Thanks for joining the channel tonight. Where you from? Where you watching from, sir? Let me know in the comments. Appreciate you joining, my friend. And I feel like I drank about 5 gallons of water today. It was so hot. It's that time to need it, though. Barstow, California in the house. All righty. All right. Welcome, welcome. Zach, how are you? Thanks for joining, my friend. If you're brand new, please do me a favor, Jacob and Zach. Hit that subscribe channel for me. Become new members of the channel. I appreciate it. Follow along that way you don't miss any of the content that I do put out. Hit that like button and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. That way you don't miss anything. You got the right idea, Mick. There you go. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Zach, but if you kind of refresh my memory on it. Jacob, how's Barstow weather? Is it pretty hot out there still? Zach, where you watching from, buddy? Ooh, that cold water tastes good. Hey, bank fishing, is your guys' weather starting to cool down a little bit or no? Or is it still pretty warm where you're at? Guys, I cannot wait to try this. This is, am I getting it right? Yeah. This is, I guess, Berkeley's version of the Whopper Plopper. I don't know if it's a legit or not, but I'm anxious to try it. I picked it up at Walmart for like $8. Oh, that's good to know. That's good to know. I'm pretty excited because we're going to be hitting in the 90s as of next week. So I'm really excited for that to happen. Well, thank you, Angler. I'm excited to see how it works. I've heard nothing but good reviews on the Whopper Plopper. Sure, brother. I don't, you don't know. Sure, brother. Hi, how are you? You don't know. Thanks for joining tonight. No kidding. 14 bucks there? Wow. I guess it's price and demand then, right? Is that how they do it? They know you want it or need it. They're going to charge you for it. I guess it's still not bad though. I mean, if it gives you endless counts of catches and you enjoy using it, yeah, then I guess it really is not too expensive on it. Excuse me. Oh, you did? Nice. Good deal. Bank fishing. Oh, gotcha. I appreciate that. You don't know. I was out on earlier. I was fishing. We had an issue where wind started coming out really bad, and I had to pull everything in because I started losing all my lighting systems and everything. You'd break it off in your second cast in and be out of $14. You know what, my friend? I feel your pain on that one. You don't know. Just to go back to you real quick, I apologize. I did catch, I think 3 or 4 tonight, so it was not a bad night. It was not a bad night. I always say, even if I catch a dink, one, I'm happy because it was a great night. I came out to do what I did, and I did it. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. You don't know. Much appreciate it. Slim, how are you? Oh, we're just out here doing some fishing, my friend. Yeah. Back to you, angler. I remember, gosh, 6 years ago when I first moved out to this area. We were out fishing on the Colorado River by the dam area where we were at, and I just purchased like a $25. I probably shouldn't say that too loud because my wife may be watching this. Honey, I love you. I think it was like a $25 or $30 lure. And well, around here, because we're fishing by the casino area, the casinos have these cruiser boats that come out, and they're, I mean, good sized boats. They're like double deckers and all the whole nine. And it's like this guy was coming right at my vessel, and I'm like trying to crank my line as fast as I can, and it ended up getting caught, and he ended up taking it. Yeah, I was not happy about that, and he was literally so close to me and my son on my tiny 16-foot crust lighter that we could see passengers looking at us with their eyes as big as saucers. Uh oh, she hears me. My wife heard me. I love you, babe. And yeah, I wasn't happy about losing that lure because it was like one of my favorite ones. And it's like, are you kidding me? I actually contacted the casino about the boat that came out, and yeah, they didn't do nothing about it. They were like, yeah, we're not going to deal with this guy. It was sad though because I really like that lure, but I guess to save face on it, I won't ever do it again. I won't spend that kind of money. Let me see here. Hang on. It was a rough one, and sure it was indeed, angler. Oh, did you really? So you lost it catching a cat on your new channel? Wow. Sorry to hear that. You know it works. You know you're going to want one. Guys, that would really appreciate that. If I could get 325 tonight, that would be awesome. I really would really appreciate it. I don't you don't know. I appreciate you subscribing to the channel, my friend. Much appreciated. Guys, you don't realize how much I appreciate you guys supporting me like that. Oh, you did get the catfish? Okay. Definitely it was worth it then. I understand that 100%. As long as you got something out of it, bam. Good job. I appreciate that, guys. Hit that screen double tap to get those likes up. You betcha. I appreciate that. Thank you, guys. I get excited because I can't wait to get out here and fish. My wife will ask me. She says, "You going fishing today?" Indeed. If it ain't storming and ain't super high winds, if it ain't well, I can't say if it isn't blazing heat. I made the mistake the other day. You guys, I don't know if you guys caught that mini live video that I did. I literally where it just shut right off. Yeah, that probably wasn't my best day to be out fishing. It was 118 degrees that day. I don't know, man. Dedicated, stupid. I don't know what it was, but I did it. But I'll tell you what, man, I love fishing. I love fishing. I love creating content, and that's why I guess why I'm very passionate about what I want to do. And like I said, I'm glad you guys are passionate about supporting the channel, and I try to support everybody back that, brand new to my channel. I'll definitely subscribe back. Just leave me a note in the comments after the live's on, and that way I get back to you. You want to hit it in my one of my if you want to do one of my shorts, say, hey, I subscribe to your channel. This is who I am. I'll get back to you. I promise I will. We got to support each other, man. We're a small, tight group, and that's why I totally respect us as a whole. D Hall, where are you located at? You may have told me and I forgot. I'm sorry. Sweetheart, Mrs. D Hall said hello to you. Oh, all the way from New Zealand? Wow. Thank you so much. You don't know. I appreciate that. Wow. You're watching me all the way from New Zealand. I really appreciate that. D Hall, you're from Oklahoma. Thank you so much. I know it's late over there where you guys are in Oklahoma, and I appreciate you staying up and watching. I really, really do appreciate that. That's what I love about sharing like this because I get to know everybody on a level, somewhat personal level with communicating and talking back and forth and getting to know where you're from. That's amazing. Uh, you don't know you are trying to come to America one day. What part of America do you think you'd want to come to? Oh, it's 4:58 Monday night. Nice. Okay, cool. Oh, you'd like to move to Illinois? Illinois is a pretty state. It really is. A lot of fishing there. A lot of fishing there. One of our great presidents is from Illinois. The 16th president, Abraham Lincoln, was one of my favorite. He was from Illinois. I actually like history. I loved history in school. I don't know if I was a history buff, but certain genre periods of history were like my favorite to really want to study. The Civil War, Lincoln, a little bit of the yeah, I was actually fascinated with the Civil War more than anything for some reason. Oh, your son's name's Lincoln too? Wow, that's kind of cool. Yeah, small towns are by far the best. Before we moved out here to Arizona some time ago, my wife and I lived in a small town too. To me, there's nothing better than a small town feel where everybody knows who you are. The city that we lived in, it's kind of the same way here now. When we first moved here, it was relatively a small town. The city here that we are in now was incorporated. It became incorporated back in 1984. This town that we live in is called Bullhead City, Arizona. But prior to that, before it became incorporated, I think even before that was it used to be known as Hardyville. And the gentleman by the last name of Hardy was the one who actually founded this town. And that's when it became Hardyville. And then sometime later down the road, it became incorporated and the name had changed. Indeed, we do. Exactly. I'm a firm believer in supporting small businesses. I firmly believe that. It was the mom and pop shops that, made America what it was and as great as it was back in the day. It's sad to see a lot of the mom and pop stores going away. I mean, I grew up in a small town, where that's what it was. You still had butcher shops. You still had hardware stores that were personal and things like that. It's a shame to see all that go away. Oh, indeed. Indeed, you do. I'm a firm believer that we need to know our history. We need to know where we came from exactly. That's why, like even hunting and fishing, as I said in my last video, it's our God-given right to be able to hunt and fish. That's what we were designed to do. We were designed to be going out there and taking care of ourselves and taking care of our families and all the whole nine yards, whether it's hunting, fishing, whatever the case may be. That's who we are. That's in our nature. I lately I've been getting a lot of striper. I sometimes will joke around and say I'll catch anything that bites. Reality is yes. Well, thank you, Mud. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Arizona Outdoors. Um, yeah, as I say, I would say I will catch anything that bites my hook. But lately, I've been catching a lot of striper. I do catch a lot of dinks, no doubt. Um, and what I mean by dinks is that they're relatively small, but I put those back because I want them to grow. I want them to get big. I caught quite a few 2, 3 pounders, some 5 pounders. The biggest one I've caught so far on striper is about a 5 pounder, which in hindsight, if you go to another area up in Willow Beach, north from here, that would be considered a guppy. Because up in that Willow Beach area, they're pulling them out of there 20 to 35 pounds. So there's some monster striper up there. No kidding. Kingfish, they're that huge, huh? Wow. Mud, you're from Mesa, Arizona? If you're from Mesa, Arizona, Mud, I'm not sure what, excuse me, I'm not sure what lakes you have up near your area, but I know if you go towards like Phoenix area, there's a big lake up there. I believe it's called Lake Pleasant. Well, welcome, sir. Appreciate it. I believe there's a lake up there near Phoenix area called Lake Pleasant. I'm sure there's smaller lakes throughout that area out there, but I'm talking about like well known. There's Sequoia Lake, I believe it is. Um, where I'm at, our big lake here is Lake Mojave. It kind of sisters up with Lake Mead on the Nevada side. And where I'm out here tonight, I'm actually on the Colorado River itself directly. I do a lot of bank fishing out here. I kind of slowed down tonight. Hey, Grant, how are you? What's going on, my friend? Thanks for joining tonight, guys. Let me get all the newcomers caught up real quick. That way, I don't leave everybody hanging. So I got out here a little late tonight, everybody, and I did catch three. The wind started picking up really bad out here. We've had some storms here the last day or so, and I had to be really cautious in making sure that nothing was coming because, as you know, if you live in Arizona, we get these monsoons. They come in quick. We get these windstorms. They come in quick. You sometimes don't get out fast enough, and I wanted to make sure everything was packed up in the event that I had to bang out quickly. But no, it was a good night. I caught, I believe, 3 or 4 tonight, so it was a good night. But thanks for joining. Anyway, back to I almost forgot what we are talking about. I want total score on that one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that, Mud. But out here we do Lake Mojave, Lake Mead. Um, Pleasant, I believe, might be in your area. It is indeed. It is indeed. You don't know. The Grand Canyon is like in my personal opinion, I believe it might be like one of the 7 wonders of the world. It is just so breathtaking. The very first time that I got to experience the Grand Canyon live, I went there in person with my wife. Now, hear me out on this. I'm a man, okay? I guess I am a man as macho as any man can be, for the most part. But I'll tell you, talk about being moved to tears. Yeah, I was brought to tears the first time I saw the Grand Canyon up close like that. It became very personal for me. Oh, my friend, it is like nothing I've ever seen before. It totally took my breath away. I got real emotional about it because it's just so magnificent, so majestic, and so beautiful. Yeah, it's just gorgeous. Oh, you normally go out to Payson. Payson's a nice area. That's higher up in elevation, though, right, Mud? Oh, it's massive. That's all I can tell you. It is just all out massive. When I mean majestic, I do mean majestic with all capital letters. It's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. The nice thing about that is you can actually take donkey tours to the very bottom. You can fly down there by helicopter. You can take donkey tours there. You can even camp down there. They have places down at the basin that you can camp. So again, yeah, if you ever get an opportunity to come out here, you got to check it out. You got to really check it out. Oh, indeed. Yeah, there is so much history that is in that canyon. It would overwhelm you. So much history. The nice thing about out here is that the areas that we are living in now, it's got such a rich history with mining, whether it's copper, silver, gold. Um, the Mojave Indians were out here. I believe even part of the Navajo may have been out here at some point. There's a town that's not too far from here. Um, if you get a chance, you don't know, check out on the internet, check out the Olive Oatman story. Check that out on the computer. That happened not far from here. It was set back in, I believe, in the 1800s, where the Oman family was coming out and they were traveling across to the west, coming to the west. And unfortunately, the Indians back at that time were savages that encountered them and massacred them. I believe there was only three survivors: Olive, her sister, and a brother. And I think Olive may have been the only one that actually survived the longest. She was adopted by the Indians that kept her alive, and they did mark her with their face paintings, such as on the chin area. If you've ever seen that TV show, the series Hell on Wheels, one of the characters is portrayed after her in a sense. Not necessarily her in general, but in a sense. Yeah, yeah, it was. I mean, back in those days, it was ruthless. It was very, very dangerous to live out in the desert here in the area. So again, that's why I'm so fascinated with history. Well, we got a big boat on the water right now. It's coming up. Yeah, it is. I mean, but there's just so much history out here. We actually still have an active gold mine that is still being mined to this day. I heard about 6 months to a year ago that they found a brand new gold vein, and they're pulling people all over the world here to come work the mines out here. I remember not too long ago we were out doing some goofing around out in the desert where we live, and I heard this big old explosion. I'm like, "What the heck was that?" And it's, oh yeah, they still actively mine out here. So yeah, we still have active gold mines out here. There are gold mines everywhere that are abandoned, but yeah, I mean, there's so much to do out here. If you don't mind off roading and during the wintertime, there's so many things to see and do out here for sure. For sure. If you ever get a chance to come out here, you don't know, come on out to Arizona, man. Check it out. The Colorado River is gorgeous. Mojave Lake is gorgeous. Well, it's the first time I've finished that whole container of water. It must be hot out here. Make sure I didn't miss any. Yeah, it gets pretty warm out here. It gets pretty warm out here. One thing about out here, my friends, the summers are brutal. They are brutal. I think the hottest we've ever been out here, and I kid you not, I'm not making this up, I promise. The hottest it's ever been out here that I've felt in the last 6 years I've been was 128 degrees. 128 degrees. Nevada's gorgeous. Oh yeah, there's quite a few free campsites, no doubt. Yeah, it's gorgeous out there. If you go out to the Nevada side, you don't know, you want to check out an area out there called Valley of Fire. It's called the Valley of Fire. I highly recommend that if you're gonna go, you go in the springtime. Do not go in the summertime. It's way too hot, way too dangerous out there. I mean, it is just gorgeous. It's like we're talking potentially hundreds of miles where you see the mountains look like they're literally on fire with the reds, the oranges, and the yellows. They literally look like flames. Now that's correct. Tonopah is correct. You got it right, my friend. Oh yeah. Well, kind of, sort of, sweetheart. You are here. My wife said something. So let me turn you around real quick. You don't know. Let me that way. I kind of give you an idea of what's up. All right. So I don't know if you can see them. Okay. You don't know. You see those lights out there in the distance right there? The reflection off the water? 132? Whoo! Where was that at? Here? Okay. Those lights out there. Now, if you can see the reflection is the Colorado River. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit for you. I don't know if I can or not. There we go. That right there is the Nevada side. Now, all those buildings that you see lit up like that, Babylon, yeah, pretty much. That is actually Laughlin, Nevada, right off the Colorado River. Those are all the big casinos that are in Laughlin. Yeah, it is pretty cool. It is really cool. The sad part is it's easy to get into gambling so easily. You can waste some money, no doubt. But I mean, it's pretty cool though. Yeah, so that's the Nevada side. Is it really expensive in New Zealand? Really? Wow. You know, the sad thing is I wonder why beautiful places like that are so darn expensive to live. I just for the life of me don't understand that. You know, I mean, I get people need to make money. I get that. I have no issue with that. But it's like, why overcharge? It gets to be expensive. Thank goodness fishing is still cheap and reasonable, depending on what you buy. So you roughly pay about 2,000 a month. Yeah. Yeah, California is very expensive. That's right, Barbie. It is very expensive. I think some rent that I've seen in California, I've heard about actually, goes about $2,500 a month. That's expensive. That's very expensive. D Hall, did you used to live in Fort Mojave? Oh, you don't know. That's an understatement, my friend. To me, that's a zoo out there. Now, I do not like going to California at all. You know, unless I have no choice, I don't go. Yeah, I spent many years out in that state, and it is crazy. Traffic is a nightmare. No, I don't either. Oh, you lived in Bullhead, really, DL? Wow, I didn't know that. When did you move out from Bullhead? Yeah, I agree. Grant, I agree with you. I tapped out in 2019. Said I ended my 20 plus year career out there. Said I'm gone. I'm done. I need to go where America is America again. I just couldn't deal with it. Just too expensive, too crowded. It is what it is. Here, peace, quiet. Yeah, our city does get busy, no doubt, but it's peaceful. It's quiet out here. Can't complain. The weekends we get pretty hectic. We do get pretty hectic. Oh wow! So you were there 10 years? Yeah, I get you. I think I lived out in that area probably close to 35. No, more. God, more than that. Probably about maybe 40 some years out there. Oh, okay. 2.5 years ago. Nice. You like it out there, I take it, huh, D Hall? It is pretty out there. I have a friend of mine that used to live out in Oklahoma. It is gorgeous out there. Some good hunting out there too, and good fishing, I bet. Well, folks, I wanted to give you a heads up real quick. My phone power is down to 10%. So I want to say, yeah, I can imagine. That's so sad. But now they're it's booming out there with construction. I mean, they're if there's a blank piece of property somewhere, they're throwing something on it, big time. We're starting to see a lot of growth out here in the area, where I'm at, and even up in Kingman along the 40 freeway. Oh, I love Arizona too. It's beautiful out here. Yeah, we're starting to see a lot of building out here though, especially up in the Kingman area. Folks, I wanted to real quick share with you. My phone is giving me a 10% warning on it. So if I kind of go off air, I don't mean to. I want to thank each and every one of you for your time that you spent with me this evening on my show, on the live show here. I appreciate that so much. I couldn't do it without you. I just want you to all really know how much I really appreciate your support and your time that you spend watching my channel. It means a lot. If you're brand new to my channel, please do me a favor, take a moment to subscribe to that channel. Hit that notification bell. That way you don't miss any of the content that I do produce. And hit that like button. YouTube based the algorithm on that. And in order for my channel to grow, they have to see a lot of activity on each and every one of my videos, shorts, lives, whatever the case may be. That's the only way that they will push me out. I am trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm just past 311 now, maybe a little more. Thank you for those of you who subscribed tonight. My goal is to hit 400 in the next week and a half or so, if I can. Again, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for all your support and all your watching of my content. Much appreciated. Well, I appreciate you joining the channel. You don't know. It's a privilege having you here all the way from New Zealand. It means a lot to me that you're watching me from that far. Thank you so much. Bank fishing, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Fortunately, I don't live that far, maybe about 6, 8 minutes away. But again, I appreciate that safe trip home comment. Indeed. If you guys are out driving or wherever the case may be tonight, have a safe trip to wherever you may be at. Like I said, I wanted to share again earlier that there might be some changes. Well, thank you, Angela. You have a great night also. There might be some changes in my schedule a little bit, but please be patient with me. I will get them worked out. I want to get this content out to you as quick as I can. And definitely on my days off, you will definitely be getting it earlier than you would be otherwise. Because again, my time now at night will be getting off at 9 p.m. And I know that by that time, most everybody's already in bed or asleep if you're on the East Coast side. So, but again, I will do my best to get you great content when I'm able to. You have my word on that. You guys are important to me, and I don't want to lose you guys as viewers or subscribers or friends. I want to make sure I take care of you guys. You're taking your time to watch my channel. I want to take the time to produce good content. It seems like a lot of times too with the lives, I seem to get more hits on my lives, which I love. And when I do videos, it seems like it goes lower. I like to be able to get them both to boost up. That way it does help the channel out for sure. Well, thank you, D Hall. I appreciate that. Thank you for joining. It's a privilege having you all here. Appreciate that. Thank you. Please hit that like button. Indeed. Like I said, I couldn't do it without you guys. You were the two reasons why I'm out here. I love to fish and I love having you guys join me. We're like a family now, and I don't want to, let's keep it going. All right, folks, we're going to call it a night at that because I know a lot of you guys are really tired, and I know it's been a long day for you guys. Some of you have to get up and go and head into work early in the morning. So, again, thank you each and every one of you for joining me this evening. I appreciate that. And yeah, it's been fun. Got to do it again real soon. So, if you're outdoors, be safe. Whatever you do, enjoy it. Okay. If you're out fishing tomorrow, catch a lot of fish. All right. If you're getting ready for hunting season, happy scouting on that one and bring home big game and a lot of meat and turkey or whatever the case may be you're hunting for. All right, folks, be safe out there. And until next time, as I always say, see you outdoors. Have a good night, everybody.